name is Susan West, and we're in my kitchen here in Newnan, Georgia. And today I'm going to show you how to make something called coconut snowballs. Now, I don't know about in your household, but in mine, my husband loves anything to do with coconut. As a matter of fact, when we got married, instead of having your traditional wedding cake, he requested that I make a coconut cake instead. That's how much he loves it. So I know he loves this recipe, and I wanted to share it with you today. We're going to make it in the form of cupcakes. And what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to make a mix. It's like an 18-ounce, 18.25 ounce container of a white cake mix. Make sure it's the white and not the yellow. You want to make that up according to the directions. It's going to give you about 18 cupcakes. While those are in the oven, and then after they come out and while they're cooling, you're wanting to take, right here I have a 6-ounce container of frozen coconut. This is actually fresh coconut that's been frozen. Now, you're going to need 2 containers of this, which is going to be 12 ounces altogether. But you want to take 1/4 of a cup of this frozen coconut and mix it with 2 tablespoons of water to 1 teaspoon of sugar, which is what I have done right here. I've already used a little bit of it, but you'll see it's going to be like a really watered down sugared consistency, but it's just like I said, 1/4 of a cup of coconut with your 2 tablespoons of water and your 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to set that to the side, let all the sugar and the water get all married in with the coconut here. While that's doing that, while everything's still baking, next we're going to mix up 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese to 1 16-ounce container of powdered sugar. You're going to mix up then with that 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring to 1/4 of a cup of milk. Basically, you're just going to get an icing consistency that you want to pipe on top of your coconut cupcakes. But when those come out of the oven and they're good and cooled, what we're going to do is, and I've got one right here to show you, we're going to take a wooden stick, wooden dowel, whatever you want to use, and we're going to poke a hole in it. Go down as far as you can go with it and kind of make a big hole there. The sugar, coconut, and water that we used just a few minutes ago, we're going to spoon that down inside the cupcake, so when they bite into it, not only do they get what's on top, but they have an added surprise inside. So let's do that really, really quick here. Like I said, we've already made our hole here. We're going to try to spoon down as much as we can. Sometimes you just have to kind of pack it down in there. Let's do one more. I've already made my hole in this one, just to kind of give you an idea here. Because you got that water and that sugar, and you got added coconut going down in there. And this is a messy job, I will tell you that. This is not a job for those that don't like to get a little messy. Okay, I'm going to poke that down in there, and as you can see, we've got some already in there. Okay. The cream cheese, powdered sugar, milk, vanilla extract that I mixed up just a few minutes ago, I have put that into a piping bag, and we're just going to pipe a little design up on our cupcakes here. We don't want to go all the way to the edge because this is a soft icing, so it's going to run a little bit over to the side, but that's okay. Let's do one more here. And when they bite into this, like I said earlier, they're going to be really surprised to see that there's an added bonus on the inside. Okay, now that we've got our icing on here, then I've got right here, this is our frozen coconut that we took out. And like I said, this is kind of a wet consistency, so you might want to put this in a little strainer because it's going to have some liquid into it and get as much of that milk, coconut milk out, because you don't want it to be too wet when it goes on top of your coconut cupcakes. What we're going to do is, and like I said, this is definitely a messy job right here. We're just going to pile it on top. As much as we can get, we're just going to pile it on there. And I've got a piece of wax paper right here below me, so it's going to catch any excess coconut that I don't use, so that can be reused on further coconuts. Snowballs here. This is why it's called a snowball, because it looks like when we get through, we've got a big old clump of a ball here. Alright, let's do one more here. So just pack it on there really, really, really good. You want to be really generous with your coconut. Okay. Dry my hands off here. And then, to make it really, really pretty, what we want to do next is we're just going to add a cherry on top. That's all. Okay. Let me do one more right here. One more cherry right there. Let me show you what the final presentation is going to look like. It is absolutely beautiful, and I think your family's going to love it. There we have it, something called coconut snowballs. But let me get a little closer so you can get a better view of it, okay? Because I promise you, this is something you're going to want to make. If you have somebody in your family that loves coconut, they're going to love this, I promise you. It's so simple and so easy because you've got your cake mix that you started with. Hold on just a second. Let me get a little closer here. There we have it, something called coconut snowballs. I hope you enjoy it.